Welcome to the Holistic Living Podcast, my beautiful friends. You can expect my uncensored, real, and honest thoughts on a wide variety of health topics. If you love to learn on ways to improve your health, your life, your mindset, your emotions, and everything in between in a natural way, you are in the right place, and I am so excited to have you here. For those of you choosing to lead a healthy lifestyle despite all of the negativity out there and all of the pushback that you receive, I just want you to know that I am so proud of you. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 23 of the Holistic Living Podcast. Today's going to be a little bit more of a rant. Don't worry, not a negative one, but just explaining some of the pushback that us as healthy living individuals are receiving and trying to, I guess, bring some understanding to why everyone is so against living healthy today. I don't even know if this makes sense, but stick with me. All right, let's get into it. Being on social media, having over 40,000 followers on YouTube, which is small, but still big because there's still a lot of voices there. Having my podcast and my Instagram and my TikTok and all these social platforms, even though they're small, and I can't imagine if I was a lot larger, had a lot larger following, how much more of these negative voices there would be. But even with the small following that I have, there are so many people with the negativity around holistic living and a healthy lifestyle. And I am amazed that being in 2023 with all of the information that there is out there and all of the research, that people are still so negative about holistic living, and with all the disease out there and the insane statistics in obesity and heart disease and cancer, that people are not trying to lead a healthier lifestyle. It really is mind-blowing. And so that's what we're talking about today. We are shamed for not wanting to poison our bodies. I'll give more perspective on this. Not only am I getting comments, DMs, but also from people that I know in my life, from friends, which I have let go. As I have slowly started to improve my lifestyle, improve my health, as I say, level up my life, there were people that were not meeting me where I was at and were not supporting me through it. And so we kind of went our separate ways. But even now, there's people that I come across and immediately I'll bring up something to do with holistic living. And immediately there's this negativity around it that just makes me feel really sad for our population, but also like, why can't we support each other in our different endeavors? Why are we making people feel bad for trying to better themselves and improve their health? We're okay if people want to get absolutely drunk or want to smoke weed every night or want to be out till 3 a.m. clubbing or partying or stuffing their face with pizza, which, don't get me wrong, I love pizza, but it's okay if you do these things. You are applauded. If somebody says, I just ate a whole large pizza myself, your friends are like, hey, good job, buddy. But if you say, I just had a huge green juice, they're like, what's your problem? You know what I mean? It's this negativity around holistic living that just really makes me sad. Again, being in 2023, not only should we be supporting one another, but especially if somebody's trying to better themselves, we should not be making them feel embarrassed about it or like something's wrong with them. We should be encouraging them and then striving to be better ourselves because of them and for them and with them. And that is what I wish we could all be doing. Like I said, we're getting shamed for not wanting to poison our bodies. Growing up, I shouldn't say growing up, I should say in my teen years, in my university years, I had a lot of friends and they are the most beautiful people. And still to this day, when I think back of all the beautiful souls I met along the way, I'm so grateful to each and every one of them because they truly were all amazing people. But there was always this disconnect for me. Even when I was at my unhealthiest, I still was not one to want to drink or to smoke or to stay out clubbing super late. That just wasn't ever really my vibe. Now, I did do it. I never smoked, but I did have some drinks here or there. I would go out clubbing here and there. But again, I never felt like all my friends would be having the time of their life, and I would be sitting there kind of like, I'm here, I'm with you guys, but I'm not having a ton of fun. I'd rather be home, with some close friends on the couch watching a movie or talking, or I'd rather be at a nice restaurant. Like that was more my vibe. And so even when I was not on my holistic journey, there was always a part of me that felt like I didn't fit in. But the thing was, I would always be told by my friends and by people surrounding me that I was boring. Anytime they would say, let's do a shot, and I would say, no, I don't want a shot. They'd be like, oh, you're not fun. Just be fun for once. Just have a shot with us. Or you're so boring. Or why do you have to be so uptight all the time? And for me, it wasn't about being uptight or anything. I was like, I genuinely just didn't enjoy doing that. And I would feel like garbage when they would make me feel like I was uncool or not fun for not drinking or wanting to smoke. They would all want to go and, go to the back of the school or something and have some weed or, a couple drinks in the middle of the day. And I would just be sitting there like, you know what, if that's what you want to do, that's absolutely your choice. And I'm not judging you for it, but don't judge me when I say that that's not what I want to be doing with my life. That's not my scene. It's not fun for me. And so growing up, or at least in my high school and university years, I always did feel like I had to try so hard to impress. Although I never did give in to peer pressure in these situations, I just felt like I had to try so much harder for people to like me because of the fact that I didn't smoke or drink or do those things, which is really sad because what I would have loved to have, and I did have like my really good best friends who always supported me no matter what I did, but beyond that really small inner circle, I wish I had the support from my other friends who were like, you know what, good for you for not drinking. It is not good for you. And the fact that you're not doing that and you're honoring your body is a good thing. Congratulations. That would have been so much more supportive and empowering than telling me that I'm boring or, uncool. And that's why I'm having this conversation today, because recently, and this has been going on since I've had my social media, but recently I've been noticing the more I share about fitness and motivation to be better and to do better with our health, and the more I share about nutrition, the more people are pushing back and saying, you should not be obsessing about your health. Why, if you only have one life and we're all going to die anyway, why are you trying to be super healthy? Why are you trying to do all these things and live a quote unquote boring life, which is, my life is so beyond boring, but besides the point, they're all saying, why are you trying to live this boring life? We're all going to die anyway. We're all going to get cancer. We're all going to be having heart disease or whatever they're saying. And well, first of all, yes, we're all going to die. The thing that drives me, my encouragement comes from the fact that you can live two ways. We're all going to die, of course. We probably will all get cancer, unfortunately, with the insane pollution and toxins in our world. There's so many things that, of course, you can't prevent or stop in that sense. But you can either go through life being uncomfortable, being in pain, not having energy, not being able to walk, needing hip replacements, needing a wheelchair, a cane, needing glasses or dentures or things like that. Or you could go through life being robust, having a robust body, healthy, having the energy to run after your grandkids, going on hikes when you're 80 or 90. You know what I mean? There's a quality of life that I strive for, and then I know that all of you who are listening today and who are on this healthy journey strive for as well. That quality of life is why we do what we do. It's to make ourselves better, to be an example also for those in our life, like our children. My kids see me working out every day and they beg me to go work out with me. And when I'm home, if I'm working out or if I'm practicing my shadow boxing or whatever it is, they're doing it along with me. They're there for it and they love it. It's building healthy habits in those around you. I can't tell you how many friends and even family members have started exercising just because I was like, let's get a gym membership. Let's try this. Let's do this. So you're not just doing this for you, you're doing it for the people around you, but it's that quality of life that is why we do this. It's what makes it worth it. It's not about we're trying to prevent death. I mean, I would love to live forever, but that's not the point here. The point is we are doing everything we can to have the best quality of life. If we still get cancer, if we still die one day, which we will, and all those other things, at least first of all, we can say we tried, we put our best foot forward, and hopefully that turned into us being energized and being fit and healthy for as long as possible before our health starts to degenerate. So it is so important to do these things. And if you choose not to, if you are a person who is like, I'm going to die anyway, so I'm going to smoke, I'm going to drink, I'm going to do all these things, that's up to you. It is your body. You 100% can do with your body what you want. And it's totally fine. But what I am hoping for more and more and striving for, and this is really where my circle of friends and people that I hang out with has really shifted, is I want the people and the relationships that I have to be supporting me and encouraging me in the health journey, because honestly, it is hard. You need the village surrounding you. Everywhere you go, we are bombarded with sugar, with chemicals. You can't go through a grocery aisle without having chocolate bars surrounding you, or billboards as you're driving of McDonald's and fast food. You can't go flip through your mail or magazines without seeing ads for fast food or coupons for fast food. You can't even go to a movie theater and get a healthy snack. It's all complete junk, which, I mean, I love popcorn and all the junk foods, but sometimes it would be nice to start offering a healthier option. Start shifting where people are at right now with chemicals and be like, you know what? Yeah, we can still bombard you with chemicals, but also here's a healthy alternative. Here's some cleaner things to reach for. I actually was really happy. I started noticing in my area that gas stations are now starting to sell like coconut water instead of just soda. Or the Avondale by my house is selling Smart Sweets within the candy aisle. So at least there is that sugar-free alternative. So it's starting, it's really slow, but the biggest thing is that mental shift we need to have in our population. People need to see you. If you are trying to better your health, whether it's through fitness, through diet, whatever it is, and encourage you and say, I'm so proud of you. But I think the reason why people are so negative about health and people trying to do better is because they're not there yet, and they feel like it might be an attack on their person, that they're not doing better, or they might feel pressure to do better because you're doing better, and so they're kind of get bitter about it. I really feel like that's a big part of this, because I find that the people who are the unhealthiest, which is honestly to no surprise, because really bad foods and not moving our bodies, being sedentary, it does negatively affect our mental health and our brain. But I find that the people who are the most negative towards anyone trying to improve their health in any way are usually the ones that are the most unhealthy. So they're usually overweight or eating really bad or not moving their bodies, or maybe they feel really insecure about their body and they reflect that onto people who are doing better than them. There's a quote, and I'm probably going to butcher it, but it's something like, you will never be judged by someone doing better than you, only by someone who is worse off than you, or something like that. And it's really true. If you see a person in the gym, or all right, let's take business even. If there's a successful businessman, he's not going to be making fun of you trying to be successful in your business. The people who are going to be like, you're crazy, what are you doing, doesn't make sense, are the ones who are not there yet. Same thing with fitness. If there's a really fit person in the gym and you come in working towards improving your health, they're not going to be like, what is he doing? He's stupid for doing this. No, you're going to get that support. It's the people who in your family or your friend circle who are overweight or who are not supportive of the gym because they're not ready for it. They're the ones that are going to be telling you, why are you wasting your time, et cetera, et cetera. So it is usually the negativity, the judgment is coming very often from people who are not doing as good as you. And so that is something to think about too. Just kind of let it run off your shoulder. Don't hold on to that negativity that you're receiving. But it is so hard. And that's why I was saying at the start of the podcast, in this world where we have so much negativity and dislike towards a holistic lifestyle, it is so incredible that you're still choosing to follow this path in spite of or despite all of that negativity. If you work out, a lot of people will say, like if you work out a lot specifically, a lot of people are going to say you're obsessed with looks and how you look. I've gotten this all the time from family and friends and strangers. Every time I share something on social media that I'm working out every single day, or I tell someone I'm working out every day, or no, I can't meet up at this time because I have to go to the gym first, or I can't, do that because I'm going to be at the gym and I'll meet you later, anything like that. And they'll say, you're so obsessed with working out because you're obsessed with how you want to look. You're so vain, which is not it at all. For me, working out has very little to do with my appearance. Of course, I want to look better, but for me, working out is everything to do with getting stronger, getting healthier, improving my mobility, improving my bone density, my joint strength, improving my mental health, because working out gets so much blood flow to the brain. It gives you a surge of energy. It boosts your mood. There's so many benefits. And that for me is my drive, is my health. It's not necessarily the way I look. I'm very happy with how I look right now. So when people are telling me, oh, you're just obsessed with your looks, you're so vain, that's why you're obsessed with the gym, it's like they're really missing what it's about. But it's so hard because if you work out too much, people say you're obsessed and vain with your looks. If you don't work out enough, they'll tell you you're unhealthy. So it's like you can't really win. It's where's that middle ground where someone's eventually going to be happy for you? You're probably not going to find it. So go ahead, live your healthy life anyway, understanding that if someone is making you feel bad about trying to improve yourself, they don't care about you in the way that you think they might, and it might be time to move on from that relationship. Something that I find, I was watching a TikTok the other day, and there was this video. It was a doctor just treating, there was this football player, I guess he passed out on the field or something happened. I didn't watch the whole thing. And this doctor was treating him really disrespectfully and was looking down on this person. And I was actually like, I'm going to cry for him, seeing how the doctor was treating him. And I guess he had anxiety or something, and he couldn't breathe. And she was like, oh, you're breathing just fine. Or I forget what was happening. But anyway, it started reminding me honestly of how I and a lot of my clients have been treated in the past by medical doctors in the medical system as well. And this isn't to throw anyone under the bus, because there are so many incredible doctors that truly care about their patients. But this is just for the more general medical system. Whenever I would go to the doctors and they would, or dentists, and they'd be like, you need an x-ray, or you need to get this procedure done. If I didn't want it because of the chemical side effects or the exposure, whatever it may be, and I would even bring it up. Like I would even just be like, oh, I'm a little hesitant to get an x-ray because I don't want that exposure. They would make you feel like you are so dumb, like you're very unintelligent, like you're crazy, one of those whack jobs that have no clue what they're talking about, just for bringing up the fact that you're concerned about your health. They immediately shut you down. And the same thing goes when I was pregnant and I had to get the blood sugar test that all of us women get. And they give you this disgusting, bright fluorescent orange juice, which is food colorings, so much sugar and toxins, which are no doubt extremely harmful to the baby and to yourself. And I would mention, like, to my doctor, my OBG, I don't want to drink this. I don't think it's very healthy for me or my baby, especially with an autoimmune disease. They would roll their eyes so big in front of me and be like, there's nothing wrong with this. Stop obsessing. They would just make you feel really bad for even bringing up the fact that you're concerned about your health. The better approach, and what I would love to see again, is if someone brings up the fact that, like, hey, I don't want a colonoscopy because of the dye that they're going to put into my body, instead of just being like, it's completely harmless, stop being crazy, it would be great to say, I understand your concern. You have a full control over this decision. Unfortunately, there's no option to not have the dye if you were to get a colonoscopy, but I hear you about your concerns. Like, just understanding, making the person feel that they're heard and that they're not crazy just to be concerned about their health. Because at the end of the day, this is literally the only thing we have. We have one body, literally one. We don't get a second chance at life. Even if you believe in having 9 lives and coming back as another animal or something else, you get one human life, period. So it doesn't matter what you believe in. You should be cherishing and treasuring your body. And if you don't, that's okay. But I'm just saying, for the people that are, having a doctor who is there to support your health and keep you alive should understand that you have a worry about your health. If you're nervous about an x-ray, it shouldn't be like, you're crazy, what are you talking about? It should be like, I understand there is some exposure that you will have, but we really do feel that this could benefit you, but I hear your concerns, just making you feel better. I'll be wrapping this podcast up soon, but my family is Middle Eastern. So we're a Middle Eastern family. We got a huge family, and a big part of our culture is nargile, or what a lot of you know as hookah or shisha. Majority of my family uses it or smokes it. And for me, it has always been something that I don't enjoy. I tried it once, long time ago, before I even knew the side effects of smoking, and hated it. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. And again, when we're in a family setting, now my family's amazing, I have to say, and they support me 100% with my holistic journey, and even my extended family. They might think I'm a little crazy, but they never make me feel, some type of way. They're always really supportive. So I have to say it's really nice. But majority of my family does smoke. When they're together in a group setting, they are smoking shisha. And I'm so OCD. I'm so insane with my health that I am like, I don't even want to be in a room where they're smoking it, because you're going to be breathing it in. It's secondhand smoke. So I remove myself, and they're always or they'll be like, come hang out with us. We're in the garage smoking. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. And they literally think I'm crazy. Or my friends, I have a lot of Middle Eastern friends, and especially in university, this was a big thing, is they would go to a shisha lounge and want to smoke shisha. And I would be the only one that's like, no, I'm not going to join you. Because even if I wasn't going to smoke, just being in that room, you're breathing in the secondhand smoke. And I was like, no, my lungs, I'm just picturing all the toxins coming in my body. And they would literally be like, you're so boring. You're not fun. You never want to come out and do this with us. You're Middle Eastern. Why is this not your thing? They could not understand. And I was always labeled as the boring one. Even though if you do get to know me, I am, not that I need to vouch for myself, but I am extremely fun, and I know how to have a good time, but I just don't need alcohol or smoke to do it. But anyway, that just came to my mind too, because culturally there's so much pressure. Then you have societal pressure, and then you have pressure through social media. It's just absolutely crazy. And thankfully there's so much, especially I guess social media has opened up a door for us to meet other like-minded individuals. So that's been beautiful. And thankfully there are a lot of people on this holistic health lifestyle or journey. There's a lot of people going more back to the way things used to be, more of a homestead lifestyle, slowed down lifestyle, which is beautiful to see. But really the average person you meet day to day, whether it's at a grocery store or a friend or anywhere, they think you're crazy, and you just don't get that support. So anyway, the purpose of this podcast was to kind of rant a little bit about the state of our world and how sad it is that you just can't get that support and encouragement from everyone. Doesn't matter who, stranger, family, or friend. And it was also to tell you to just keep going and push through anyway, because you're winning. You're literally winning at life, taking care of your body, treating your body with respect. At the same time, automatically people who put that much energy and effort into taking care of their health, it goes into every other aspect of your life. It leaches into your fitness. So you start to look better. You start to move your body more. It motivates you to do better. So you start improving your finances or your physical appearance. You start to level up your look. You start to dress better. Every aspect of your life starts to improve just by giving your body the respect that it deserves. And if you look back years from now, where you started to where you're at, you'll be amazed at how you've completely changed. Your mindset changes, your outlook on life, what becomes important to you changes, your circles of friends and family changes, everything changes, but honestly, all for the better, just because of the way that you take care of your body. It all starts there. And if you look at any successful people, truly successful, to me, money doesn't mean everything. So someone can be so rich, but not have any other things going for them, and that's not success. So the people that you want to be like, if you pick a person who you are not only are they physically fit, but they love their body and take care of their body nutrition wise. And they happen to have money if that's what you find you count as a success and everything else. Those truly successful people, you look at where they started, it always starts with health. They put their health first. They care about their body. Most of these successful people that we look up to, believe it or not, if you ask them, do not drink much, or if at all, do not smoke. They don't go out clubbing every night. They prioritize sleep. They drink their water. They do all their things. They are working out in the gym. And these are the people that I think is important to just look up to and forget all the noise and all the negativity out there. There will always be someone trying to bring you down when they see you winning, but you want to just keep going. And the people who have already won, who are at the top, are the ones that are going to be cheering you on and getting you to join their circle. So that's where you want to be. Anyway, I hope that this was interesting. I don't know. I don't even know. I had no actual topic for today except to bring all this up because it's been on my mind just seeing the comments through social media. And I think I might actually do a YouTube video on this because it's been a while since I posted a YouTube video. But I do want more people to really just kind of think about it, how we tell each other you support everybody no matter what their choice is in life. And you support them in some things, but then not in others. And it should really just be you support them no matter what. But you, unfortunately, if you're in the health field or trying to do better in that aspect, don't get much support. And that's really sad to see. So hopefully over the years, more and more people will be cheering for you, rooting for you. I know I am. And anytime, no matter how small the win, anytime a client or a follower messages me and they literally do the smallest thing, something small, like I just started drinking herbal teas, or I've cut back on coffee and I'm having matcha instead, or literally like I do 2 minutes of deep breathing a day, like no matter how small it might be, I am like cheering you on. I'm so excited because it means that you're doing something for your health, and anything is better than nothing. And it truly makes me so happy to see people trying, even if it's so small. And, you know, when I go to the gym and I see someone who is overweight and they're just trying their hardest and they're showing up, like that literally makes me like, I want to go up to them and just squeeze them and be like, I'm so proud. It's so incredible. And these again are the people, you listeners, you are the ones who are winning day after day in every aspect of your life. You're the ones that are going to have a healthy and happy mindset, who are going to have that motivation, who's going to have that energy when you're older to actually enjoy life, not just be sitting in a wheelchair or on a scooter, just feeling completely unhealthy and suffering in pain. At least hopefully not. At least we're trying our best to not be in that situation. But hopefully as we do this and we cherish our bodies, we can really, as we get older, see the fruits of our labor. All right, that's it. That's enough of a ramble for me. I hope you guys have a beautiful day or night. If you want to connect with me, you can connect through my social media. I will also link in the description of this podcast my seasonal cleanse, which you guys can download. And it's so incredible to just kind of reset the gut and the body. But I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you're listening from. And I will talk to you in the next episode.